Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Jessica here, and today we're going to get into this hair. I'm so excited to be bringing you all another crochet hair review. I definitely love these protective styles and they're so easy to do yourself, and all you need to do is get yourself a crochet needle and get some cornrows popping and you are good to go. So the hair that I have installed today is the Afri-Naptural 3X Caribbean Pre-Stretch Sassy Curl, and it was provided courtesy of Divatress.com for me to go ahead and wear and review for you all. So I'll let you know all about this hair. So I'm wearing this hair in the color 2, and I actually have 2 complete packs installed in my head. So with this being a 3x volume pack and there are 3 bundles in each pack, that means I have a total of 6 bundles in my head. Now, while this is a bundle style hair, it is separated into curls, and I counted a total of 12 curls per bundle in each pack, and the website doesn't specify how many are in each bundle, but that's about how many I calculated, and I'll get into my install a bit later and tell you all how I split it up and stretched it out. This hair currently retails for $9.99 on Divatress.com, and considering I only have 2 packs in my head, a full hairstyle for $20 is honestly a great deal. And as a reminder, this is a bundle hairstyle or a bundle hair type, so there are no loops available on the hair, but you can still latch hook or crochet it depending on how you want to install the hair. Now for how I achieve this look, let's go ahead and get into my install. So to install this hair, I actually cornrowed my entire head with no leave out, and before I went in and crocheted the hair, I actually crocheted it to some trim that I got from the craft store, and I turned this hair into wefted hair. Yes, that's right, wefted hair for sew-ins. I initially heard of this technique from Jazz Nicole here on YouTube, and you all have heard me mention her before. She is a great innovator when it comes to hair installation techniques. Her and Beauty can braid, and if I can find the exact video where I got the idea, I'll go ahead and link that down in the description box. Just to show you an example of how I achieved this sew-in technique, I went ahead and got some trim from the craft store, which is very thin and of course black because it blends in well with the hair color that I'm going to wear. And what I really like about this particular trim is that there are some loops on it where you can grasp with the latch hook and go ahead and crochet your hair, and it's tight enough as far as its construction that it'll go ahead and hold the hair in place so you don't have any slipping after you install it. I crocheted the hair on just like I would on my own head on my cornrows, and I went ahead and knotted these twice so that they are secure onto the trim, and then from there, once I had a good amount done, I sewed it in just like I would with any wefted hair. It really allowed for the installation to go very smoothly and quickly, and for someone like me who struggles with crocheting hair to the back of my head where I can't really see what I'm doing and I'm worried about gaps, it really helps me control the spacing of the hair and also make sure that I can do it as fast as possible. For crocheting the hair to the trim to create a weft, I recommend taking each curl that's in each bundle and splitting it into 2. This really helped to keep the knots small, and it also helps the hair look more feathered out and not bulky like you see on the model on the package where her curls are very defined and they look like they are fresh out of a spiral or rod. This actually helps the hair look more natural and helps keep the curl more inconsistent. Once I got to the parting in my head and around the edges, I went ahead and just crocheted it to my cornrows, and this gave me more of a tree braid look, which I'm totally fine with. And for that, I recommend splitting each curl into 3 pieces, and that'll help you get very small knots and have thinner hair around the edges so it looks more natural going into the hairstyle. Now, as far as how the hair wears, it is extremely lightweight, which is definitely a plus for most people, and it also keeps you from being hot if you were to wear this hairstyle in the summertime. It's winter right now, so that's not really a concern for me, but it's something I'll definitely keep in mind for when I reinstall this in the future with fresh hair, of course. The daily maintenance for this hair is very easy. I go to sleep at night with a bonnet over my head, and then when I wake up in the morning, I just kind of finger comb it and spread out the curls. And honestly, with this hair texture and this curl pattern, the more frizzy it gets as you run your fingers through it, it's totally fine. It looks more natural that way anyway, so I don't have an issue with it. Now, with finger combing this hair, I do want to let you know there is some mild shedding. I'm talking like maybe 5 to 10 strands a day, and I just kind of pull those out of the knots where they kind of slide out on their own, and then I just discard them. But there is definitely not a large amount of shedding. You won't have huge clumps coming out of your head, and you definitely won't have any slipping if you are to knot it 2 or 3 times every time you crochet it to either the weft or your cornrow. Now, for the big question that everyone always has, it's definitely a concern for me, is tangling. Now, I will say there is some mild to moderate tangling right at the nape of your head, head where the hair kind of brushes against your clothing, especially if you are to wear a lot of like t-shirts or something. I tend to have that issue with almost every hairstyle that I install, and honestly for this hair it's not much of an issue for me because I am wearing it down every day. If you are someone who's more inclined to put your hair up into a bun and you are concerned about tangling in the back and how it might look, that is something to keep in mind before you install this hair. But for me, it kind of stays put right there at the nape or in the back of the hair. It's covered by the rest of the hair when I wear it down, and I've had this hair in for about 2 weeks now and it has not been an issue for me. And you can finger comb through it, but I just kind of let it be, and it still moves, you know? It's not matted or anything. Like I said, it's just a mild to moderate tangling right at the back where my hair tends to brush up against a lot of things. Now, as far as styling, depending on how you do your braid pattern or whether or not you do individual braids at the front of your head with this hair, because it is a bulk hairstyle, it is very easy to take this hair and go ahead and do individual micros or individual braids on your edges and along the part. But depending on your braid pattern, you can switch your part up, kind of flip it around in different directions, and of course you can accessorize it. You can take some filigree tubes or rings and different accessories that you can put into your hair. You can take certain bobby pins. I know that's kind of a trend right now where people tend to take the gold bobby pins and do patterns with that as well. You can accessorize with different hair scrunchies if you were to put it in a bun, and almost anything. And these filigree rings and tubes I got also from Divatress.com, and they are a very easy way to spice up your hairstyle and to set you apart from the crowd. Overall, I would say the pros for this hairstyle is that it's very easy to install depending on how you want to install it, of course. It's affordable because it retails for $9.99 a pack again, and I only use 2 packs because they are 3 times volume style. I think it's a flattering style and length for a lot of different people, especially with this being just 14 inches. It's not all the way down your back where you can't manage it, and it's also not so short that people who feel like they can't pull off short hair have an issue with it. And another pro is that it will continue to look natural the more it frizzes up. So while you're wearing this hair, it will continue to mimic human hair because of the frizz that you get from doing the finger combing. And I would say you can probably get about 3 to 4 weeks wear out of this hair without having any major issues. Now, I don't have much of an issue with this hair, but I will go ahead and touch on a couple of cons that I've noticed. As I mentioned previously, there is a little bit of tangling at the nape or on the back where your hair touches your shirt. So if that is a major issue for you, I would not recommend this hairstyle. And of course, some people might take issue with the fact that it is a bundle hair and it doesn't have loops for easy crocheting. If you are a beginner with crocheting, I would recommend a hairstyle that does have loops, and they have plenty of those on Divatress.com, so feel free to check those out. If those 2 things are not a major issue for you like they aren't for me, then I definitely recommend this hair for a quick and affordable protective style. Thank you again for watching my review of the Afri-Naptural 3X Caribbean Sassy Curl hairstyle. If you have any additional questions, feel free to leave those down below, and check my description box for a direct link to this hair and an additional coupon code for new members of the Divatress community. That's all I have for you beauties today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!